I'm Ian Thompson. I'm an engine programmer, principal programmer.
Philip Boole, I'm the design director on Dawn of War Definitive Edition.
Hi, my name is Roland Longpre. I'm a principal artist here at Relic Entertainment.
I'm Emily Hermstead, and on Dawn of War, I'm a UI UX artist.
Hey, hi, I'm Alan Dilks. I'm a 3D artist.
I have been a Warhammer fan for many, many years, going back to the late 80s.
My fandom probably started here at Relic Entertainment. I was on the original project. I didn't know much about it then, but working with people like Jay Wilson and Andy Lang, they made it very, very easy to fall in love with the universe. Jay Wilson was full of energy. Anything we worked on, he came over, got excited about, got us excited about it.
It definitely started working on the first Dawn of War game, just being thrown right into it and overwhelmed with how cool it was. And then, yeah, working on the games over the years, just, you become a fan.
So I had a stage of having a Dark Eldar army, a Tyranid army, and a Space Marine army, and models that I just wanted to paint. They're so gorgeous.
I came to Relic at the end of 2005 to work on the project that became Dark Crusade. I believe I actually coined the term Dark Crusade. I worked on that as a campaign designer and narrative designer, and then went on to work on Dawn of Wars 2 and 3.
What has been really interesting about working on this project is revisiting code that I recognized from 20 years ago. So I worked on Impossible Creatures. What we built as part of the Impossible Creatures project then kind of turned into the basis of what Dawn of War was built on top of.
My role was the environment artist, so I built the maps, the textures, built all the models. I worked with the designers on layouts and things like that for the maps.
As a junior artist on the original Dawn of War, I mostly worked on the Space Marine tech tree buildings and some of the vehicles.
Getting to kind of dip back through the history to see what some of these early elements of gameplay that were established in the original game that kind of fed through all the history and the iterations that we did for the successive versions.
It really felt like coming home. It was really nice to dive back into the content that brought me to Relic and that I helped build back in the day.
It's kind of great. I've been a fan forever. I've actually probably most of my career here at Relic has been in the Warhammer universe. So I've participated in a lot of the projects, but coming back to the original game is pretty great. It's so different. I mean, the industry has come so far, but it was very, very exciting to get back to sort of what we worked on way back when and think of ways to improve it.
Coming back to the Dawn of War franchise after 20 years has been a trip. It's been a blast. Stuff comes flooding back that you thought you'd completely forgotten. Units you worked on, units other people worked on.
The thing that surprised me the most going back to the original Dawn of War was how well the gameplay stood up. Coming back to the gameplay just still felt really good. The sync kills are still satisfying. The armies are still as characterful and fun and engaging as ever. The conquering the planets in the campaigns was still satisfying. So that was just a real joy.
My role was environment art, so I'm back to that again. I took that chunk on. Alan took on the characters.
My role on the Dawn of War Definitive Edition as a 3D artist or principal artist has been working on the playable units, so cleaning up textures, cleaning up geometry.
My role is to help update from 2006 and sometimes 2004 a lot of our HUDs, icons, front end, and general 2D art that you see in the game.
We've had some really great opportunities to enhance the visuals and repackage the campaigns in ways that you can play them more easily. Part of it was making sure that this stayed true to the original content, that you would still feel the same thrills that you did playing it 20 years ago, that the people who've been modding the game and keeping it thriving for over a decade would still be able to do that with the Definitive Edition. I also want to take the opportunity to thank the modding community. These are truly dedicated fans who loved Dawn of War, saw even more potential, and dove in to realize that potential. They've created some truly amazing things, and I can't wait for others to enjoy them.
I'm really wanting to make sure that it is the game that we made so many years ago, but with the extra kind of polish and clarity that comes with a modern gaming experience. There are so many things that we've learned to do better as we've made games over the decades. And so bringing those elements, but really trying to make sure that those are not erasing the elements and qualities that were the magic that kind of put together that game when we originally made it.